This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
All right, everybody, what's up? Welcome to Open Comms Friday night. We are all here except for a couple who are out in Iceland. I'm Drayden. We got Dirk. Matterall's with us tonight. LB LeBlanc, Sullen Decimus, and then we got some guests with us. We are using Discord tonight, but we got Apophany here. We got Noisy Gamer, Otto von Bismarck, and Roden. All right, I got them all.
Full show.
Yeah, I mean, Apophany and Noisy right now are calling in from Iceland. They are actually at FanFest. We expect to probably I'm assuming at some point during the night, we'll probably hear from Rain, maybe Jay McLean, Jin Tan. But
It's the pub culture.
tonight,
Jin and Tan?
I got his name said as Drunk Tan. I always call him Drunk Tan when he's
Gin and Tanic.
Gin and Tanic.
Gin and Tonic, Taanic. Although for all I know, because it is the pub crawl up there tonight, so for all I know, they're all passed out in a heap behind a dumpster somewhere. So we'll see who calls in, but we do have, like I said, Noisy and Apophany calling in direct already. So good to have them here. We will definitely be talking as much as we can about FanFest tonight. We'll be talking about the CSM election, where the results have come out, and it is also the 20th anniversary of Tito's Vodka.
So let's just open with a shot. Man.
We're just going to open with a shot. We're going to open with a shot right now. Here's the even broke the Tito's shot glass out tonight, which is like too big for me. I got to be honest.
Should we sing Happy Birthday, or didn't copyright for that song get dropped now? Like, isn't it been long enough that the copyright's over? We can actually sing that and not get sued.
I'm sure we can, but yeah.
I don't know if I want to.
Dirk, you're an asshole. I just saw your post of apparently I'm Sullen Hillary Clinton Decimus. You're such a fucking asshole.
I'm saying that maybe you won the popular vote, but did not get the electoral college.
Apparently, that's what happened.
But yeah, here's a shot to CCP's 20th anniversary and Tito's Vodka's 20th anniversary. So there it is.
Is that true? You won the popular vote but lost the election?
We won't know until the numbers come out. But it's more complicated than that, I think. Single transferable vote, man. It's a fucking bitch.
Well, yeah. I mean, why don't we just kind of dig right into it? I mean, that's kind of one of the topics that we should probably be a little bit sane for as we discuss it. So as everybody knows, because we talked the living shit out of the CSM in the lead up to it. What's that?
Oh, it's Rain.
Oh my god!
And
Rain
don't listen to people. Nobody can hear you.
Oh shit!
Nobody can hear you.
I knew this was gonna happen. I was hoping to get her on beforehand so we could set up, because I knew that she was gonna use the vertical cam picture, and I didn't have a video set up for that tiny little thing. So,
Jeez.
But she didn't respond.
Oh my god!
You know what? If you can bring, I don't know if she's.
I'm just gonna start editing while we go. So
you might want to mute her temporarily.
I actually have Skype muted, so I can't hear her at all. Yeah. Oh, there she goes.
Oh, she hung up. So
okay. No one really got to see what was going on there. I think they got to see like a sliver of it, but that's all right.
Now you done fucked up the stream.
You all missed it. It was Rain, someone else, and Elise.
It'll self-correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we tried to head this off. We tried to let people know that we were moving over to Discord. They wanted to call in on Skype, but because we normally use TeamSpeak for audio, and I said, why don't we just use Discord? Because not everybody has TeamSpeak on their phones and all that kind of shit. Discord is really freaking easy for this stuff. And I swear, I think that what we're going to do is we are going to begin to migrate over to using Discord.
She said, "LOL, I'm so drink."
No, she didn't even say. She said, "In so drink, sorry." I think she meant to say, "I'm so drunk," but that's all right.
And that's the way they should be at 1 o'clock in the morning.
It is that late, huh?
For FanFest, yeah. I mean, I gotta be honest. When we do the Open Com show live from Vegas, okay, we're starting at it like 6 p.m. or whatever the heck it is out there. If you told me I had to dial in from Vegas on Thursday or Friday night at 1 o'clock in the morning to do this show, I'd be like, fuck no. Well, it just wouldn't happen.
It would It would be happening in your room covered in wing sauce.
It could
with an empty Tito's bottle next to him. Don't forget that.
it could very well end up like that.
Cradling a body pillow and
yeah.
But yeah, so I've tried to put the word out that these people are to use the Discord, and hopefully, who knows? I won't be shocked if Jin also wakes up, rolls over, and dials into Skype. But whatever. Let's get back to real quick to the CSM. Okay, so we were pimping out, of course, the CSM. One of the things I'm really happy about this year is that we saw a 40% increase in total votes over last year.
That fucked the threshold up, man.
Well,
yeah.
Go ahead, we can talk about that. Last year was a 40% decline over the previous year. This year was a 40% increase over last year, so we're not back up to where we were in 2015 for CSM 10, but we are back in line with where we were for CSM 9. Literally 20 votes difference between CSM 9 and CSM 12. So I'm happy to see that there was a big rebound in the votes, simply because
you restored faith, man.
Well,
that's your legacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what it is. That like a vote of confidence? like, hey, look what you did.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Look, the guys who got elected didn't do that. You did that.
Yeah.
Even though Sullen, you didn't get back on this year, I think that it was due to work that you were a part of this year that I don't know, made people. When you've got people who aren't all negative about it and all that, they come out and vote.
I will definitely agree with that.
Apparently, you made a whole bunch of people so happy about the CSM they just decided not to vote for you.
They rewarded somebody else.
Apparently that's how it goes. Actually, it's kind of interesting because I had a bunch of people that were convoying me about wait a minute, how did you not get elected? Because I was number 3 on Goonswarm or Imperium, number 1 Bastion, number 2 CO2, also kind of test depending on how they went, and number 3 on Provi Block, and then I was also on I think 2 Renter Alliance votes. It is funny because I had a bunch of people going wait a minute, you were on more block votes than any other person. How did you not get elected? And the funny thing about it is that
it's that number 3 spot.
Yeah, it's the single transferable vote. It's the way it works is that if you don't survive until that trickle,
but the trickle happens. Yeah, except that the trickle happens immediately. Okay, so for example,
but only if the person ahead above you gets either booted or elected. So, for example, on the Imperium, I don't get any trickle until a nominate is elected or kicked.
Correct.
On CO2, I don't get any of those votes until judges elected or kicked.
Correct.
So if he's one of the last people elected, I mean, we won't know until the numbers come out. But if he's if him or Jintan were one of the last people elected, then essentially me being number 2 or 3 on their ballots means nothing. It actually doesn't help me at all if they're one of the last people elected, which is just one of the aspects of the STV.
Noisy. What was the threshold that it grew to this year because of the size of the overall vote?
It was 28, I think 29.
It was twofold. It was a higher threshold because of votes, and also because they reduced the candidates that could be elected. So that actually double increases the threshold then.
Right. Yeah. So you got it. You got it from both sides. That because they went from 14 candidates down to 14 CSM members down to 10, as well as the higher number of votes that raised the overall threshold that you have to meet to be able to get elected. And when you look at that number, that over what did we say over
28,000 or over 2,800.
Right. Yeah. It was like 2840 something or something like that. When on the Imperium ballot, okay, so you were number 3 on the Imperium ballot, right? So once you get Aerith out of the way, who pretty much boom, first round, Aerith is probably going to be on. A nominate will likely come later.
But you only
get
the percentage that they win, though. That's the key thing. So that once Aerith is elected, his percentage of how much he went over the threshold. So if he went over by 50% of his vote, then assuming 100% went to a nominate, we know that's not true, but yeah, we'll just go with that. 50% then go to their next candidate, which would probably be a nominate. But the threshold gets lowered then, because then it takes into account that Aerith isn't in the running. But if a nominate only goes over by 10%, then you're only getting a 10% trickle. Then it lowers the trickle with each level essentially.
Well,
because it. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, LB, is that picture you posted, is that like the actual final results, or is that just something someone made?
That's it.
Okay, yeah. And I posted it in chat, so that's the CSM 12 winners right there.
But yeah, I mean, it was a higher threshold this year, okay? And even for an organization the size of the Imperium, and and of course, you're from the Bastion, so your guys may have voted a different way than, say, the overall Imperium ballot or something along those lines. But it was a higher threshold this year, and that did make it, makes it more difficult to be able to get those people that are in positions like that. I don't think there's anybody out there really getting people in positions that are number 3 from a block thing, that are additive to the guy in number 3 outside of, say, something like that.
And it's funny because a bunch of people are pointing to like Yukiko, or I'm sorry, they're pointing to Suetonia, and they're going like, well, Suetonia is on the Goonswarm ballot. I would venture to say there's very little Suetonia was helped at all from the Goon ballot. Like Suetonia was,
although there's no way he was helped at all by the Goon ballot.
Yeah, I think I put him at like as my 6th or 7th.
Well, here's the thing about that. Here's the thing.
It wouldn't have mattered though. It did him no good, man.
There actually is a mechanic where he is helped by the Goon ballot, and that
if everyone above is eliminated or elected.
Well,
and that's how. Yeah.
When you look at the way the Goon ballot went, so obviously you've got Aerith and a nominate, right? You at number 3. Okay. Now, if it gets down to it and you have been eliminated, okay, by that point, if Jin has been elected by the weight predominantly of CVA, okay, and Judge has been elected by the weight of, let's say, CO2 and whatever other help he may have gotten out there in some way. Now all of a sudden you're down to Suetonia. There may have been some trickle that existed there, but I think that really Suetonia's primary support came from I don't want to say outside of the Imperium, but it came not from the ballot.
I would agree. The majority of it, I mean, the thing about Suetonia is that he may have been helped by the trickle, but I think at that point it probably wouldn't have mattered, because if you look at who was elected, the only thing that mattered was the first place votes. That was pretty much because you needed the first place votes to prevent elimination. So Suetonia probably had enough first place votes that he kept him alive, so that then he could receive any trickle, if at all. But at that point, I don't think he would have needed it, because so Yukiko is one of the ones that a lot of people are just surprised about. I mean, just a lot of people, because of the fact that
maybe Brave finally did what they're supposed to do, which was act like
that's what I was getting to.
20th anniversary shot.
Boom.
Oh yeah. Hold on, let me get another one. So the thing about Yukiko though is that Yukiko was number 1 on the Brave ballot, and Brave has a sizable amount of pilots. And so if Yukiko was capable of getting that many first places, she would have essentially avoided being eliminated and then made it on. Just to put it in perspective, so last CSM, this is something a lot of people don't realize. If you get to a point where no one has reached the threshold, but you still have candidates, it will eliminate to the point where there is the amount of candidates left as there are open spots, and then they auto get elected.
Which is how I believe you got elected last time.
It is. In the last
14-man field.
5 out of the 14 people in CSM 12 were elected due to the fact that there was no one left except for the 5 remaining, and there was only 5 spots left, and they all got elected. In that case, that's another scenario where essentially the people elected, they didn't pass any trickle. Then they bam were elected. It was the last thing, and it didn't matter.
Well, because everybody else was gone by that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Find a different word than trickle. Like,
why? What's wrong with trickle? We all like trickle.
I'm getting older, man. That word's becoming offensive.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
I got my scientific shot glass this time here.
Oh, that's right. You got the shot
going back to Yumiko from Brave. Brave Collective has a history. The person that is number 1 on their ballot has always gotten elected.
Right. And that's because
when they have their act together. Right?
That's because
when they get grouped together,
they actually vote whatever they're told to do. There's no thinking outside the box.
I think you kind of have to take this like, I mean, because I was looking at it, right? I think you have to take this kind of like, I don't know, man. It's like I almost want to do another shot for you right now because when I look at this, right, when I look at the Imperium ballot, Aerith on, Anominate on, Sullen off, Jin on, Judge on, Suetonia on, Yumika on. Reload on. Commander A's and Dankul were the only ones who didn't get on, besides you. So either they picked people that they knew were going to get there, and you failed the Imperium upper level.
Apparently.
Holy rub it in, Batman.
You know what? Here, I got a shot just for you. It's a horse's ass. Just for you.
The Hillary Clinton. The Hillary Clinton. Oh my God, what vote?
Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, it's one of those things where, looking back, I realized that that's probably the most likely example because the only ballot of all of those I listed that I was number 1 on was the Bastion, and the Bastion is doing great, and we are growing, but we also are only 2,000 members as compared to someone like Brave that is twice that. They're at 4,000. So if you get even half of Brave voting, they basically outnumber my entire alliance's first place votes, and that actually is a big deal.
You need to recruit.
When you cut, sorry, what'd you say?
You need to start recruiting.
We need to recruit people that'll vote.
Well, honestly, though, like Brave is one of the larger groups in the game, though, and they have been because they had that massive influx of all the new players back when they first started.
Yeah.
And so before Horde was around.
Maybe they whipped their slaves back and forth this time.
Did they go to Brave? What it?
No, I'm just saying it.
So I think that this year round kind of showed that the alliance ballot has lost has continued to lose its power, and that if you are not number 1 on the biggest ballots, then that doesn't guarantee you anything. Because all the love in the world to Sullen, you do not have as big a widespread appeal across all alliances and knowledge of and popularity that not a lot of other people do, regardless of whether you deserve it or not. I think that's just fair to say too. For example, the main PL candidate, for example, is Dankul this year. He didn't get on. Within PL, people know who Dankul is, and he does have a little media presence. For example, he's an AT captain, so he was on podcasts around that time of year, and there was the whole Kapow meme. But he wasn't a big person in people outside PL's mind. So even though he got good ballot appearances across the board, he wasn't number 1 on a big thing. And then because he didn't have that and he didn't have the massively broad appeal, he couldn't get on. So the people we're seeing get on are the people who are number 1 or 2 on the biggest ballots, or the people who have some ballot support, but a ton of widespread appeal. For example, like in the last CSM, I would have gotten on and I had almost no ballot support. It was all the widespread media stuff.
Right, and that was kind of one of the reasons why when they pitched that they were going to reduce to 10, I actually recommended 12. That was mine, and you can even look in the minutes. I specifically was like, I want that in the fucking minutes that I said it should be 12, because I think 10, it puts way too much emphasis on just like, basically, if you're not number 1, then it's like it doesn't matter, because and this basically proved it. I mean, almost
that implies that it's most important that people who put out ballots get their people on, though.
I mean, they're certainly working for that number 1. They're certainly working for that number 1, right? The other stuff after that are gravy. And I'm going to tell you right now, again, Aerith and Anominate are basically givens this year, because Goons, Imperium, and it's weird because Bastion's part of the Imperium, and all that kind of stuff. They've got the power to definitely get 2 on. What they can do for anybody who comes after that is questionable, obviously.
Which is as it should be, right?
Well, which is right. Now, any other organization out there, look, at best, they're rocking a 1.
You'll get 1. Yeah, at best you'll pretty much get 1. That's it'll be really interesting when they release the numbers. I think that you're going to see it's going to be shocking so even last year had a low turnout, which means that people who had a lot of votes have a lot of power. Nominate was not less.
May have had to go come back to like a Michigan style recount on your ass with this.
The thing is, even last year, Nominate was not elected number 2. If you look at the numbers, he was not elected number 2 because of the fact that even with all the trickle, it didn't get him in immediately. I think it'll be interesting, even though Aerith had such a high threshold last year. He probably had a high threshold this year. Let's be honest. He probably got in immediately, and then it transferred to a Nominate. But I think you'll be interested to see exactly how far down the line it was before that trickle mattered for a Nominate. Because I think what you're going to find is based off of who got elected, that trickle was like, okay, that's secured, so he didn't get fucked and eliminated. But that really didn't do much in terms of like guaranteeing his seat. And that was all it really did.
I do want to bring Noisy in here because Noisy coming from Icelandistan, is probably a little bit on is probably a little bit on delay. When it comes to getting into this kind of Donnybrook of words. So Noisy, give us your analysis of kind of how this worked out, because you were one of the people that were out there that were sort of making some, I don't want to say predictions, but you were certainly running numbers in your mind about if the vote comes out to this, did it produce the kind of tiers, and tell us what you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, basically it played out pretty much as expected. I did not expect. I did not expect Anonymate to even make the quota, or if he made the quota, he barely made the quota, and there would be like basically no trickle after him. That's what I was expecting in this election. I was expecting Sort Dragon to win and not Vince, but I'm not going to say I'm not happy that Vince won and Sort lost.
Actually, that's really interesting. Did you see his post about that? And
shot for Noisy, by the way. That shot was for Noisy.
So did you see Thor's post talking to this is what happens, because apparently they had another person from inside the alliance running at the same time, and the thing is, he's right. That's the thing, is he's not wrong. He was pissed because basically another guy in alliance was running, and it's like, no, when there is 10 people, you have to fucking rally and say this is who we're voting for. If you split your vote, and they will basically get eliminated before any trickle will happen.
This is what happens when you put 17 candidates on a stage. You end up with a guy with like fucked up hair and a tan.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, no, you have to support them because they have to survive the fucking gauntlet of being cut, and you won't get that unless you get enough first place votes to prevent them from being cut. Like that's just how it is with this few people. It's kind of one of the reasons I said 12 I thought was better, because it wouldn't be quite as brutal, but it was fucking brutal this year.
But Noisy, you were telling me earlier today that the general consensus up in Iceland was that Sullen was being a whiny little bitch. And I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. I think that I was shocked that Sullen didn't get on. And I think that it is actually a loss for the CSM. I didn't say this earlier, kind of in the thing, because I don't let on my shit or whatever, but I think Sullen is like, a legit good CSM kind of guy, right? Not that I'm saying that Vince or Suetonia or Reload or even, is it Yumiko or Yukiko?
It's Yukiko.
Yeah.
Kiko.
But I am shocked he didn't get on. But and I was joking about the whiny little bitch thing. I was just setting Noisy up for that.
Yeah, and just to let you know, Yumiko may have benefited from Pandemic Horde doing their best Test Alliance Please Ignore imitation for election results.
Pandemic Horde has got to be like the big, like, what the fuck? We've got all these people, we can't do shit. They've got to whip their slaves back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Jin Tan in Nora's, and basically he was telling me that Brave was overrated, and that Pandemic Horde was overrated, and therefore the Brave candidate wasn't going to win. The Brave candidate won. The Horde candidate didn't. That was kind of an upset, but you didn't know whether Pandemic Horde was going to act like Brave Collective, who always gets their candidate on, or Test Alliance, who can't get their act together.
That's true. That's true. And there is a scenario where I'm happy you didn't get on this year, Sullen. And that is because you know what? You won't come up against the 2-term Dirk rule. Whereas
the 2-term Dirk rule?
Don't fucking vote for anybody past goddamn 2 terms, okay? Especially 4 fucking terms.
But I was gonna say Steve's on 4 now.
Oh yeah, Steve's going for 4. He's going for the record at this point, I think.
Yeah,
at this point, he's like the Oprah Winfrey of running, right? I mean, it's like somebody's just going to vote for him because it's like, oh my God, but he's Oprah. Okay. All right.
Giving away cars.
However, next year, Jin will be off. The judge will be off, who were both solid candidates. Okay.
How do you know they're going to be off? Why do you say that?
Because both of them have assured me that they will not become Mike/Steve's.
Oh, well,
they made me a campaign promise. They made me a campaign promise that those 2 years and they're done. Though. I know they are made to be broken. I know they are, but you know what? I'm going to hold them to it.
That was just to get your.
I will rail publicly against them next year.
And I don't want that. You know why? Because I want both those guys back. Because I want my drinking buddies that I can 2-team the devs with. When I go back there,
you can make new friends. You can make new friends. You and Yamiko will be like,
hey,
crazy drinking. When they told you that, Dirk, you voted for him for those first 2 years, though, right?
Yeah.
Op success.
Yeah. And okay, based on history, Steve Mnuchin will leave the game by next year.
He should have left what? He should have left the game a year and a half ago.
Is this another promise of his?
No. What happens is every candidate everybody who has left, who has had 4 terms after their 4th term has left the game.
Who has had 4 terms that weren't 6-month terms?
I disagree because you know what?
Literally nobody.
Yeah, I disagree. Steve's like a he has no one out to get him. He is purely providing like a service to people, and like he has nothing to burn him out.
Steve, really. I love Steve. If Steve
nobody's out to get him. He's
wanted to log in with a different account or some shit like that. I would hold them to like the 0-term standard or whatever. But I just have this feeling that it's like, I'm sorry. I think that we can do better than career politicians within this pretend politician world.
Hey, I will give one thing. I'll give one thing credit for being on the CSM.
Shot for Steve for setting a new record. He beat Mike Azariah's 3-year record.
He's equal to Trevor's record, though.
But Trevor had a 6-month term in there, didn't he?
Nope.
Is he going for 5? Is he going for the Tom Brady next year?
Fuck it, yeah, really.
I will say this much about being on CSM, though.
Steve may be an England patriot.
This is a funny thing about being on CSM that I never expected.
Is he Scottish?
It basically forced me to be a marketeer, someone thinking that I never thought I would ever be in the game. And that was not because of insider trading, because I couldn't do any of that. Because, like, trust me, we heard about the fucking Oracle change, and we were all just like, fuck, I can't buy any of them now. God damn it. Like, it just locked us out of that. But I had to be a marketeer.
No, but dude, you have people you could whisper to, and you didn't whisper to nobody. So fuck you, Vegas.
No. And you can ask my court mates. Trust me, they were pissed. Like, what the fuck did we elect you for? You're not leaking shit to us. Like, yeah, I know. I'm sorry, bro. Like, you're not getting anything. But it required me to be a marketeer because I was so busy doing other things. It's like, fuck, I got to make money. All right, I don't have time to fucking rat. I don't have time to mine. All right, I'm just going to, like, buy and sell shit on the market that's not covered by what we talked about. I mean, but it's funny because people call us out for like being like marketeers and like, oh, they're totally taking advantage. It's like, that shit is so monitored. I guarantee at least someone's probably looking at one of our accounts every single day like, all right, do they try and fucking take advantage of this? Oh, I know. Got you, bitch. Like, I guarantee there's someone fucking looking at that because they told us from the get-go, your accounts will be kind of scrutinized more than anyone else in the game just because we're going to make sure that, like, nothing's happening, that you're not taking advantage. And it's funny if you're like, oh, you could tell friends. It's like, okay, what are they gonna do? Give me money? Like the second they give me money, they're gonna look into that dude's account.
You know what made me? You know what made me really kind of sad, Sullen? I'm sorry, I don't want to make this kind of a Sullen moment because Roden's here, and Roden Roden ran on the high sec ticket, and well, we all know that the high sec ticket got fucking obliterated. Okay.
Again, first place votes, man. That's all that mattered.
However, you know what made me kind of sad when watching the first day of FanFest was first learning that oh shit, Sullen didn't make it. Hillary Clinton.
You're a fucking asshole.
but then watching a song by Permaband that I really don't want to comment on until later in the show or in the after hours show, and seeing how hard you tried on that song. And I wonder, if you knew you were going to lose, would you have tried as hard as you did on that song?
He didn't lose. He didn't just not win.
Yeah.
He lost. He lost. I mean, literally I'm looking at the Imperium ballot right now on my notepad. Oh my God, my Tito's
that's your notepad. Look at that. Dude, that is such a feminine notepad.
I have a little journal book, and if you look at the bottom of it, it says Tito's vodka. Okay, they gave me this. They gave me this for being a Tito's tester for, like, I don't know, some New Year's or whatever. But whatever. And I just
New Year's.
I got a gift for you when we go to Vegas. By the way,
Dirk or
I write little notes in here, and one of them was Sullen sang really hard on that song. It was like he was trying to belt it out and shit. And I just wonder, would you have tried as hard on that "We Are the World" song if you knew that you were going to lose?
Can someone drag Poxbox from the green room? And Jay McClain's in there as well.
I got him.
Bitches!
To answer your question, yes, because singing is an art form, and I would never let that be sacrificed for anything related to CSM. Because CSM, like, yeah, who gives a shit about that? But singing, man, that's an art form right there, and I take that shit seriously. I've been a musician since I was like 6, so
that's the way I think when I sing some like Motley Crue, "Home Sweet Home" or whatever, like during karaoke at Eve Northeast with my man Jay McClain. It's like, I think I'm doing fucking awesome.
I will admit, I got a lot of
sober and do it. To be sober and do it like you did, here for FanFest in front of God and everybody. I don't know that I could do that.
I got a lot of.
You got bigger balls than I do.
I got a lot of compliments on that. I had a couple like, "I like your beard," wink, and I was like, I don't know how to react.
They even did that whole like center in on you bit.
Oh, I know. I saw that.
And I'm like, are they trying to like tip the scales of the election? And it's like, no, but the election's over. They're not trying to do that. They're just trying to be
Sullen,
like, we love Sullen.
You, as a member of the queer community, you are a very attractive young man. There is no wonder they put you front and center.
Dirk took a shot to me last time.
Who allowed you
Dirk
in?
was like, "I want to give a shout out to Sullen because goddamn, he's sexy," and I was like,
But you know what? I think Rocket X is sexy. I mean, if I was over in London having a goddamn, beef and Guinness pie, I think Popney's sexy. I mean, it's like, whatever.
Hey, Rocket's over here too. So yeah,
I am tired of giving my fucking like shout outs out to fucking Rocket being sexy because we all know the kid is fucking sexy, right? We know.
I was told I would get 1 vote for every button I undid. So apparently I just didn't do enough.
You didn't get down low enough. You didn't have buttons on your fucking jock,
bro. The problem was. Oh man!
Overalls, like those old Western overalls.
I do want to give
exactly. I should have just been wearing that so I could like sit here like, hey, yeah.
You know what?
That's how I should have won the vote.
We're prepping a shot, so if you have to prep a shot, like fucking prep it up.
I got my shot going.
I'm trying to decide if we're gonna do this for Jay McClain. Jay McClain, are you there?
Was there? Dodcom is coming by as well. I hope it's okay that I'm inviting people to your Discord, Matterall.
Right.
Goddamn open comms, fan.
Well, yeah, but it's Matterall's Discord.
Discord. Fucked up as shit.
Matterall, do you mind if we have undocumented talkers?
Yeah, show me some papers, guys. No,
man.
I'll just sneak them out.
McClain can't talk, but
I'll show you my Imperium News stamp. You know where it is, Matterall.
McClain can't talk, but I'm going to try and buy it forward. I'm going to try and buy it forward with this shot, okay? And that is this. Jay McClain won't wear his Open Comms t-shirt because he says it's uncomfortable, okay, on air on Eve TV.
Oh, however, my God.
I'm just asking him to lay the back of it where it says "Make Eve Great Again" and has the red, white, and blue Megatron on it. Okay, on the table, like he has done for his sunglasses and his flask. This shot will be for him if he does that. If not, it'll be for some dude with like spiky, moosed up hair.
And skinny jeans.
Do the shot for me then.
All right, let's do this shit.
I want to hear from
my brother to help me out since I gave him a free T-shirt.
Also, here's the thing.
You guys think I hand out free T-shirts like so that you can just like do nothing for me? I call a debt in later.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like the mafia. But here's the thing. He's saying, "Oh, I'm not wearing it because it's uncomfortable." Shirt. It's like you've been in the fucking military. You've been on deployments. I guarantee you've worn uncomfortable shit. And well, I guess it's because Uncle Sam told you have to. But at the same time, it's like. You can wear a T-shirt.
Wear this and like it, damn it.
It might be tight in the pits. I don't know. But
he's got big shoulders. He's got big arms. I don't know if it like fits over.
Tear the sleeves off.
I pants anymore since I got a girlfriend.
He can cut the sleeves off, dude. Just, I mean, his arms are pretty big.
Yeah, all we care about is the open comps.
We
don't care about we don't care about the arms in it. Rip the arms off. It's like just like fucking go out there, fucking flex out, put the Open Comms logo in the front and the goddamn Omegatron on the back, and like. People will jerk the fuck off and go, that McLean guy. That McLean guy is badass.
Oh, my God.
Faptastic.
Okay.
Posney, are you going to come out to Vegas
this year?
You
can't say Faptastic or you get 600-second delay in by some ISD person in a goddamn CCP stream. I got that.
Well, this isn't CCP. This is
I said Fap Life. I said Fap Life in the stream today and got 600-second timeout.
Oh
well,
if somebody
I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Pay for it, I will totally come out.
This is
this
is not a Catholic stream.
So CCP Ghost broke both his arms. I'm going to tell you right now that fucked with his Fap Life. Okay, and I get timed out for it. Not people who choose to bring CCP Ghost out to ski when he doesn't know how to ski, but I do because we're in a family friendly Chick-fil-A fucking CCP stream these days.
We're in a family-friendly CCP stream with
strippers
being
banning
highlighted in some of the pictures. Kind of funny.
If they're banning Fap Life from their stream, they're discriminating against single, four-armed men.
I came back the 10 minutes later after waiting out the Fap Life signo. Okay. Somebody mentioned something about something. ISD came back and said it's not CCP that's moderating, it's ISD that's moderating. I made a joke about how and they're brutal. First time offense is 600 seconds. I've gotten less time for real money trading. Boom! I got fucking 600 seconds again.
Jesus,
dude, I just habitual line stepper.
I just hope they don't get to the point where it's like wargaming, where you call someone something insulting, like I'm not even gonna go there. But anyhow, if you call someone insulting, and says like,
I do want my man
24
to wear
hours
a T-shirt tomorrow. Wear a goddamn T-shirt. I gave you that T-shirt for a reason. It's not because I think I love you or anything like that. It's because you know what? I want you to press the show. Look at us. We've got 151 viewers. Fucking Boat of all people had 197.
Is that like on their streams or something?
Boat at 201.
Like, I call people awful things in boats all the time, and like nothing happens ever.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, how you gotta. No, you play late night though, man. You play prime time.
Well, and also
you drop any bomb whatsoever, and people are just like, "This is a family friendly game."
I play prime time too. I
Bam.
Stream late night.
Well, here's the thing. You can set your stream for adult or mature or whatever, and then you're allowed to have, some. Now, as far as discriminatory content, you're not allowed to. But here's the thing: Twitch staff has to hear.
Boat. Come into Talking in Station. So Imperium News right now is Boat. Okay, get him to come in here and fucking talk. Look. I was not berating Boat's stream. Okay, I was not trying to fucking gobble knocks him or like anything like that. All right.
What's called? Explain that. No.
Nothing. I was
knocks.
I was throwing out another streamer's name, or
No. I like that term. I'm gonna totally use that now. Gobble knocks. I'm gonna make
exactly.
Fucking
gobble
knocks. That.
I like.
Oh my god, you totally got gobble knocks.
Dirk. Oh my god, I'm gonna make that.
Which will fuck people up because they'll be like, oh man, that's
this is a good question. Dirklight is saying, it looks like Solon is streaming from a bathroom. Is that a shower curtain behind you, Solon?
No, it's actually a long like when
is
you
it orange screen
windows.
This
is what I got left with because my girlfriend took my black light curtain for the bedroom because she complained about the light. And so I was like, cool.
Wait.
I got the
Maybe I don't like my body.
Wait. Hold on.
I want the black light
curtain. Wait. That opens up a lot of questions. Wait. You had a black light curtain in your bedroom? Do you run a black light in your bedroom?
This is my office. This is my office.
Well, stop it.
So certain things
I had a black light curtain in my office because the fucking all right. That is south right behind me.
Fab Life doesn't need black lights.
Hit my monitor like head on. And I couldn't see anything.
Oh shit! Rain's back. Oh god, the cameras are getting fucked up again.
Trying to punch in.
Oh shit! Oh, let me.
Fucking up my story.
Oh yeah,
oh
Rain.
Shit!
Oh yeah, why don't you get?
Don't worry, no one on the
stream can see. Yeah.
Damn, you know what?
Rain, get Discord. Read my lips. Read my lips.
Gone.
Rain.
And she's gone.
Discord.
That was. Fuck.
We're not doing this just because
I know that guy.
We did not move over to this because women don't have Discord or any of that shit. Okay, look, everybody has Discord nowadays. Okay, even we made
that was Blast Him to Hell, wasn't it?
I don't know. That was just a bald guy.
That was Blast Him to Hell. That was definitely Blast Him to Hell.
Fuck it. You know what? Blast Him will figure it out. Rain will not. You guys talk. I'm gonna tweet.
All I know is that after FanFest, man, I'm looking forward to Vegas because I'm gonna be a nobody there. I can just get fucked up. I don't gotta care about public image or anything. Like, it's gonna be great. No one's gonna know who the fuck I am.
So you not planning on running?
Wait a minute. Didn't you just lose an election because nobody knew who the fuck you were?
Exactly. Now even less will know. Actually, no. I was surprised that Vegas. A lot of people actually did know who I was. I was like,
I know
she's
who
back.
you were.
She's back.
See, we need to get Sullen a strategy consultant.
Consultant.
Listen, it's really unfortunate that he's not on there. He's really a good CSM, and it's just the way EVE politics works and voting works and stuff. But deserve you did deserve.
It's the way single transferable vote works. Actually,
yeah,
that's the big thing.
No, it's not. No, it's
not.
It's just look. I saw you making that case today that this has to do with the single transferable vote, and I'm going to be like this. The single transferable vote is extremely equitable, okay? And if you can win under a first past the post scenario, you should be able to win under an STV scenario. However, what it does is it does not take, it takes the excess vote and it casts it down to other things.
I disagree. Here's our discussion.
If you're relying on nothing but excess vote, then I'm sorry. You're saying, please put me on because I'm like a third-rate candidate.
All right, hold up. Now we got to clear the table because now we're getting a discussion. And this is where I disagree because single transferable vote fails in that if you don't get the first place vote, you are totally on the chopping block, which is why I said I think it should be a weighted voting system. In fact, that was the very first fucking summit I went to.
Weighted for what?
In a weighted voting system, basically it weights your candidates. What? No. Oh, fuck, I'd win that every time you do that. No, fuck.
Swag.
No, but seriously, in a weighted voting system, the way it works is that it ranks your candidates in terms of like 1 through whatever you have. And it weights them. You basically get, if you know, depending on how many candidates are.
But it's the same in the end.
No, it's not.
Shot to the STV. I'm doing a shot to the STV. I'm sorry. Even because the guy that Noisy called a pussy a little while ago. I'm doing a shot.
It's not the same.
It's been covered a few times though. Do you really want to cover this again? Like, I'm thinking and we should move on to like talk about.
All right, yeah, fine. Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead.
Only because it's been covered many times, like how the vote works and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you guys are like,
go ahead.
Yeah, I saw the video with the monkeys and the queen lion and all the stuff, and it's perfectly clear.
I want to votes trickle down, but I still don't understand. I understand the concept, but I don't know the math behind
the single transferable. The mentality behind that right now. 46 minutes into this shit, where we're like, totally doing shots, and I'll do one as soon as you call it. I got one loaded up. But I do want to wrap up the whole thing on the CSM because there was shit that was actually discussed on day one. Okay, that we need to get to. The fact of the matter is that your CSM for next year will be the Judge, Noobman, Jintan, Aerith, Anominate, and Steve Renukin for your incumbent, Steve Mnuchin, are the people that are coming back from the last time. You will then have Reload, Suetonia, okay, who quite honestly I believe are, if you like those people that are all about like I don't know, small gang kind of individual PvP, like the balance of ships types. They're kind of like switches for like Gorski and Mr. Hyde, and then you've got Yumiko and Vince Draken rounding it out. Vince Draken is something that I don't. Vince Draken, Draconio. Okay, fucking Vince from the British Isles, south of the Wall. He's not a goddamn Scot, as far as I know. Vince is like big fleet fucking warfare PvP. Vince.
He's Vince.
It's a and what I left off was the fact that I don't know, Bobmon gone, Pfeffer gone, Nash gone, Zenuria gone. Zenuria and Bobmon were the ones that were rerunning this year. They didn't make it as well. Although I think they have less to feel sorry for than say
to be fair, some of those didn't rerun though. Some of those did not rerun though.
Zenuria
Bobmon and Zenuria both reran. Bobmon and Zenuria both reran. Bobmon found that Lotto in Birmingham would not get him into this CSM.
What? No, I missed
that. Which only Apophany should like understand what I was talking about there. But Lotto in Birmingham is like what keeps people on the record.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Anyways, whatever. People in America know what Lotto is.
Somebody out there laughed.
Anyways, but I do want to move off, except for the fact of, do any of you think that this CSM has changed the complexion of the CSM, or in any way, shape, or form? I mean, based on who's won. And
no, it's the exact same
are you harder core now? More harder core now.
That's harsh, man.
More harder core now about oh shit, HiSec hasn't been represented, or whatever.
Hey, it's mirror image for the last 6 years, man. Come on.
Hey, I will say this right now. To be fair, most of the people on that panel have a HiSec alt anyways, and they know exactly what's going on in HiSec.
Nobody cares if you light a fucking Sino in on Enon.
No.
So does that
Trust
mean
me,
that
half of the work I do is in HiSec anyways. Okay, let's be honest here.
Or a trade alt.
So if having a HiSec alt is effectively just as good as being a dedicated HiSec person, I mean, is that your case?
No. It's not an alt. My wormhole alt has probably spent as much time in HiSec than he has actually in wormholes. Unfortunately, I'm sad to admit that, but I am very familiar with what the fuck goes on in HiSec. Trust me, we own Pocos in HiSec too.
Spent as much time in my pants as it has in both. Well, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, no one cares for HiSec. I mean, it's good.
It's not that people don't care about HiSec. I just think that
if people cared about it, then we'd actually have representation besides Steve times 4 years.
Bullshit.
People don't care about.
The compression tax thing? That was me. I was like one of the people. I was like, yeah, they need compression tax because everyone's taking advantage of every fucking Fortizar where they can.
Oh, yeah, tax
compression tax.
Yeah, because I said that because the nullsec guys were like, why does this matter? And I was like, because in HiSec everyone uses every single person's like refinery to just compress their shit, and they don't pay Dickel. They don't pay anything.
Dickel.
And I was like, yeah, HiSec needs this because it sucks because they're basically fueling their shit and no one's paying anything. Like, yeah, it sucks. I fucking advocated for that shit for HiSec because I was like, yeah, they need to have that. They need compression tax because they're paying for these refineries, and the biggest thing people use HiSec for is compressing their shit so they can move it to
docking fees. Do they have docking fees?
No, they do not, and I did not push that.
Dude, why are you so anti-immigrant? We do not have docking
I'm not
fees.
anti-immigrant. I'm just saying, like, I pushed just as much HiSec shit as I did nullsec.
You gotta pay for your green card in EVE too.
All right, the I think the point is that
all of a sudden Matterall's getting burned up right now. It's like, oh, Matterall,
He's
we don't
fired
talk
up.
about
He's
arrogance
triggered.
the same right now that we do in the real world. It's like, relax, calm down.
So it's not that nobody cares about high sec. It's that high sec doesn't care about fucking high sec. So
Okay, I'm gonna do a shot. Tito's shot, 20th anniversary,
20th?
CCP anniversary. This should have been a fucking thing. How are they not passing bottles of goddamn Tito's around Iceland right now? Going
Because
2020.
they don't like tequila in Iceland. They like vodka.
They got Reka.
Number one,
vodka,
it's not tequila. It's not tequila. We keep saying vodka. Hello, okay. You know,
I'm
why are
gonna
they?
drink my
Why are they not
Icelandic
there
shot
going? You know what?
glass.
2020, 2020, 2020, and it's Tito's CCP fucking love fest up there.
Well, it's because
Whatever.
they prop the Reka, I think.
It's because they don't have marketers on their fucking side that are like,
Because
sharp,
Rika's the only
sharp and
export
alive
other
like
than
I
fucking
am.
Eve.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you have to import Tito's. Like you can't just go buy Tito's up there. You have to like order it from America and get it shipped here, or shipped there.
I do want to move on. Look, next week we will also be recapping FanFest. We will be, recapping it with the people that have come back and all that kind of thing. And a lot of these things we will be talking about over the weeks to come, especially the CSM and whatnot. But I do want to touch on some things here while we're still semi whatever. And actually, before we run out of time, it's like, Jesus Christ, this fucking hour is like, this hour is burning. People, we only have 1 hour anymore because the Matani said the Open Com show can only have 1 hour, and it's sad. It's sad, but he's the boss. But whatever. No, I'm totally fucking lying right there because literally the day that he says to
I'm
go
gonna
to an
take
hour,
a drunk room as soon as we're done. I'm like, yes, let's go fucking fuck up Pravi Blanc. Jintan's gone. Let's go.
literally the day that I will hot drop his anus with a fucking big cock. Anyways, Blood Raider capitals. There are two things that are associated with this. Number one, the capital ships themselves. Okay, the Dagon, which is the Force Auxiliary that will basically an apostle with NOS capability. The Chemosh, which is the Dread, which is a revelation with webbing and energy fuck up shit. Neutralizers, right? But not NOS. I guess maybe yes and NOS.
Probably historically be bonus for both, to be honest.
And then the Moloch, okay, which is the Titan. It's an avatar with web and energy warfare. It only takes 4 turrets to be able to put out the amount of damage that a regular avatar can. Those extra highs can be used for all that crazy shit that a fucking Amar Titan can be used for. But while that's all cool and everything, those ships, what is even cooler is the way that you acquire these things. This is no longer by some sort of like bullshit low scale fucking like LP.
Gotta fight for it.
You gotta fight for it. And they are creating a scenario out there where you are going to have shit. You know what? I actually have something that was like pulled up here. Nope, not it. Nope, not it. Yep, that's it. Where maybe can I find it?
That wasn't.
Oh my god, there's all this shit about like fucking Kayanoki, which they should just nuke from fucking space and burn it out at the DNA level.
I heard it got Zenaria arrested. Okay.
Oh.
Or did I lose it? No, maybe I got it. Anyways, you know what? They are talking about a level of PvE that you're going to have to do here to be able to go out and find this shit, right? Where you're going to have to siege a engineering complex that is owned by the Blood Raiders over the same siege period that you have to do any other dick in the fucking game, and that thing will escalate. This is all PvE oriented. However, PvP can still get involved. And
I just want to point out this
fucking
was outstanding.
This is totally where every part of fucking PvE of this game should go. It should totally go towards escalating.
I just want to point out this was not done after Goons had already taken Delve, because everyone's like, Goons can't claim shit. Look at this favoritism. I was like, dude, they have been planning this long before Delve ever was taken over by Goons. Like, because
I actually think the best person who put it out there, I'm going to link it, I think in channel, oh no, where it is. Rocket X. Rocket X put out
Coffee Rocks?
A great, not Coffee Rocks, Rocket X, same person.
Same guy, yeah. I mean,
they are both good-looking gentlemen. Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
They both are.
I'm gonna put that in there. Look, Rocket
I'm not
X,
gay, and I would say yes.
Rocket X put out a good explanation of the entire thing. Okay, look, you know, it ultimately boils down to, don't blame Goons for where they are right now. Goons didn't have a fucking heads up that they were getting their asses kicked out of fucking Declan, okay, and like chose Delve.
I thought. Well, it was like a.
They
it was
really
like a,
kind of fucking didn't. They literally fucking ate the dick in the back of their throat.
That's gonna be getting these escalations. It's not just Delve. There's gonna be other places getting these escalations. It's anywhere where they can.
It's not like a geographically locked thing.
As it works out, Fortress fucking Delve. I don't know. Maybe they'll roll out some things that they'll actually use in battle.
I'm sure that it's gonna be.
Please converse.
I'm sure that it's going to be very similar in
to the Balgorns.
That this will be like the new way to do things.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting that they're utilizing the structures as a platform for the PvE. That's pretty fucking brilliant, to be honest.
No, I'm super stoked because one of the first things I said when we were in the very first summit, I said, like, straight up, I want PvE that is fucking fun. Like, that was one of the things I said when they asked us, like, what do you want? And I was like, I want PvE that, like, I actually enjoy, not this Rodane bullshit that, like, I literally do to get money.
Did you say
like,
Rodin
I want something.
bullshit?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's like I don't want any of this bullshit where it's like I do this just to get the money. I don't want that. I want something that, like, I don't give a shit what the actual ISK payout is. I want something that's fun, and they're actually, like, making something that's, like, more difficult. You're gonna have to think about how you actually have to go about attacking him, because it's not gonna be the same bullshit that we get with the Anoms.
So I think actually Otto was gonna talk. Go ahead, Otto.
Oh, please, Otto, jump it.
I think that, like, it's really cool that they're sort of moving this like large scale high value, because let's face it, the Moloch BPCs are going to be worth heaps under this new system. Is that you can essentially fuck their shit up. Like, it just wear this out with me, is that you're like sieging this Satio or whatever with a 200-man fleet, and in comes one dipshit in like a suicide smart bombing battleship and smart bombs the wreck as soon as you kill it. Like, there's
Hold on.
You know what I mean?
There's that. There's the I come in and I fucking take your fucking loot away from you. There's the I come in and just make life worse on you kind of shit. Like,
How about
because these timers are going to be known, right? What they say is that the first timer, nobody's going to know about, because you're going to have to go out there and track down where these sites are in the Blood Raider space. And Blood Raider is going to be the first. Right? Look, this shit's going to spread out there. Yeah, go.
As well, like, just on that part alone, right? They've been talking about, you know, this living in your space thing for ages, right? To find one of these, like, Blood Raider mining ops and caravans that happens to lead back to the Blood Raider Satio, you're going to have to live in your space. You're going to have to be mining and then follow one of these things back. It's not just going to be like, oh, every day we're going to go scan our region to see if we have a Satio. No, fuck that. There might be a 5-minute window of opportunity where you can go find this, and you have to live in your space and you have to occupy it and you have to use it, not just how little effort can I put in to go find the Blood Raider Satio.
Yeah, that's a good point. I love that idea too, because that to me is immersive gameplay. Actually, that's not the word they used to use. What was it called? Where the gameplay
Not
just
shitty?
kind of the gameplay actually just develops on the spot.
Sandbox? Immersion.
Thank
Well,
it's not very emergent.
Immersion, not emergent.
You're
Immersion.
following structure rules.
Freelancer actually brings up a good question. Do we care about capitals that can NOS and Newt up to 100 kilometers? You know what? Probably not.
Even back before they had, I was always saying, it's like, they should, you know, like there's like the E-War frigs and the E-War cruisers. I was saying, it's like, why is there no E-War capitals? Like, why is there not? Now, this was back before you could actually, like, you know, like when you couldn't, other than bubbles or infinite point, you couldn't scram or point capitals. Well, not capitals, but I mean like supers or anything like that. I was saying back in that day, that's like, why is there not a capital? Let's do a shot. I know Dirk is itching for it.
I'm just throwing one out there. Let's hear. We did one for Apothony, right? Let's say no. Let's just do one for Apothony. The people from Iceland. No, I don't want to do one for them again. Let's say I'm going through the list.
I'm just keeping track of numbers.
I'm throwing this one out there for Buck Strider, who used
to
have
Buck Strider. He's still got the Pinto, I think. Wait, is it a Pinto?
It was a Volvo.
Volvo, not what the fuck am I saying? A Pinto.
But we all know how Sweden is like fucking mass failed.
But anyway, so I was saying, it's like there should be a capital that can nude out or point, like run a point on cap or supers, run a what do you call it? Like a tracking disruptor, variously, like there should be some. So I mean, if there's a capital that can run that stuff, yeah, I'm for it.
I want to throw.
Yeah, but Drayden, do you know how much people loathe like a Falcon? Even comes on grid and it's just like the most demoralizing thing ever. But just imagine that. Like
welcome to Wormhole phase,
1,000 times fold.
But here's the thing:
we have no idea how often these things are going to happen, or or any of that, or even if you go out there and destroy a Blood Raider Satoyo, whether or not it's going to drop a Titan, whether or not it's going to drop this, right? We don't know that. We have no idea regarding the details of how this is going to work.
Probably
but also, so let's not pretend that all of a sudden goons because this is coming out in May, people. This is coming out in May. We don't know that by August, all of a sudden, fucking goons are rolling up on your ass in Blood Raider fucking outerwear.
But also, real quick, people hate Falcons, but here's the thing. You're spending 180 to 200 million on a cruiser that, yes, is a giant, pain in the ass for a lot of people, but you're essentially paying that for a cruiser that has frigate level EHP. So it is a paper tiger. It either comes in and fucks everything up and wins you the fight, or it comes in, decloaks, and dies immediately to drones. There's frigates that can kill Falcons if they get the drones sicked on them before they get jammed, and then that Falcon is fucked.
The much bigger thing here, okay, is not just these fucking capitals, okay? Because these will actually spread out amongst the other pirate factions that are out there over time, right? It is how you come about them. These are not the shit. I'm gonna forget the fucking name. What are the goddamn pirate faction capitals that are out there right now?
Well, there's the Serpentis. Yeah,
Serpentis. This is not fucking LP, right? This is where you actually have to go out there and work for this fucking shit.
I think we talked to. Oh, sorry. Finish your point. I don't want to interrupt.
No. Go.
But we talked.
Dovetail.
Yeah, docking in stations. We were talking to Tiberius, and we went to air. Literally 15 to 10 minutes after he finished getting the last of his LP, and he was exhausted. And he said you could hear him on the show saying, "I've just finished just now getting all the LP I need for this dreadnought." And it was a grind. It was a massive grind. And he's like, "I'm taking a few weeks off of Eve." So my comment was, probably not the intended consequences to make you stop playing the game.
I want to point out, I said that. Sorry, I know I'm not on camera right now, but I've got a wireless headset. But I want to point out, I pointed that shit out.
What are you doing right now?
I said that. Sorry, I'm making myself a new drink.
That's not what I thought you were doing.
Anyhow,
pointing shit out does not get you votes in SCV election.
Let's hear this, because this is the behind the scenes.
No, I pointed that shit out, and I said that you need to not balance around the fucking people who are going to grind this shit every fucking day. And unfortunately, your only options then are basically you make it so that everybody can get it, which we don't want that, because we really don't want every single person to have a faction capital. But the only other option is you limit how much they have to a 1 week span or something like that.
Russians, Chinese, and autists. This is who owns these ships in the game.
Yes, and that is why I said you need to put a limit on this. Make it a 1 week limit so that everyone can actually enjoy what they're gaining. Because the problem right now is the fact that there's no limit. So you're balancing around the fact that that some people are literally going to log in every day and they're just going to grind the living shit out of this. And that's what they do. And it's like, if you make it so that they're limited how much they can actually grind per week, then you make it so that more people can actually enjoy it. But if you don't put a limit on that, they're just going to grind the living shit out of it. Now, I can't tell you what their actual response was, but I can tell you that's what I kind of pitched, because I wanted to say, like, it's like, yeah, exactly what you were saying, Matterall. Like, if you make it so it's open-ended, the people who actually get it is like, yeah, they have to commit their life to grinding the ever-living crap out of this shit to get it. And I don't like that. I don't like that general players, when they fucking go to play the whatever the event that they're doing, they're like, yeah, the rewards are shit. And it's like, yeah, well, they're not rewarding it for you. They're rewarding it for the guy who's going to drive like 50 of these sites in a night before he stops for the night. And I don't like that.
Plus, you're just burning through the content.
Well, and can I give you guys
grind that shit out all fucking day? Let them.
Yeah, can I give you guys an analog from another MMO? And
analogs are good, man. And
all right,
we like analogs here. This is like the analog comms show.
I believe he said analog.
Yeah, well.
Analog.
Neither here nor there, but
if he didn't, that's
very different. Very different.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pox.
I got all the ears perking up, but anyway, I kind of see the new system that they're looking to do to be something more like getting a legendary in old World of Warcraft. So it's like,
oh, you said it.
Oh, no.
Wait. Let him finish. Let him finish.
So
finish.
Yeah, but anyway, the analogy is that all of the components that you had to get for a legendary weapon like a Thunder Fury, which would be like for your main tank because it's like the best tanking sword in the game. It's random, if you get the drops or not. And I think that's the way that they're going to do it with these complexes, is that you're going to go out there and more often, I would say more often than not, you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get a single blueprint. It's going to be like incursions are with revenants. It's going to be like something where, maybe they'll make it a little bit more because they're harder to find than incursions, because incursions just say, well, look, fucking we're here and you better do us, or nothing's going to happen in this area. This is a little bit different, so I'm sure that the drop rates will be higher, but they're still going to be not that high.
This is not just a little bit different. They are talking about a fucking change in the AI here, where it's like, if you want to drop your fucking heavy cap fleet down on this, you don't know. The response may be, we annihilate that bitch.
Right.
Is it really going to be random drops? You get something like Destiny, where it's like, I'm going to grind for 20 fucking hours and I might get that random drop, and I fucking hate that shit. I hate that. I want something that rewards me. If I invested 10 hours of my fucking life, I want something. I don't care what it is. I want something.
If it's something that's supposed to be a rarity, then it needs to be random. And it needs to be something that, is going to add that level of complexity to the situation.
Always click need. Fuck the party.
Yeah, but at the same time, I just find it hard to believe that, when it was advertised during the keynote that it's going to be, adjusting to how your fleet is. Like, are we really technologically at that point where it can do that? I don't know, man. That sounds like...
Well, I think it's going to be more like the little mining things that they've already put out there. It's like, this is going to be more static, I think, on the level of difficulty. I don't think it's going to scale. I think, once the first few people go out there and the first big group actually finishes one of these, then we'll know some idea of what the escalation is going to be. I don't think it's going to scale to the group. That would be, but if it does, that would be cool too, because maybe, they want to get some, reasonably small alliance size, groups that would actually be able to get these things on their own.
Yeah, and I hope this this platform for PvE is something that can spread out to all the types of space, not just exclusive to one geographic location.
I mean,
that's the test, though, right? I mean, we know it's Blood Raiders first.
I mean, we guarantee, but
holy shit, PvE in this game is so fucking boring.
Yeah, I mean, like, we don't... It's funny because this is one of the things they didn't tell us about at all on the CSM, but I mean...
Well, not you, certainly, right?
What? No, I'm serious.
Well, not you, because they knew you didn't win, so they weren't telling you.
You're a leaky motherfucker.
God, you're such a dick.
I am a dick. Fucking shot time. Shot for Sullen.
On
Go
my
ahead, keep
way
talking.
out. You're giving me a shot on the way out.
Shot on the way out. Shot in the dick.
Yeah, shot on the way out. Anyhow, no, but I mean, like with this PvE with the Blood Raider shit. I mean, if I had a guess, and I have I'm being dead serious. I have no information to back this up. I mean, but they could honestly be using this as like the start. I mean, they could do this for any faction. So it's kind of like people are getting pissed because it's just Blood Raider. But I mean, honestly, they probably were working on this long before long before anyone in Goons ever thought about moving to Delve. So they could use this in any form of PvE if you think about it.
Right.
So it's really cool.
And let's be real. Did the community need any other reason?
No.
No.
They don't. And so it's awesome because then it's like, who knows, in like a year and a half we might see something like I don't know, something up north with like Dread Eurista. And again,
they've already announced that, man.
Yeah, Garistas is like the next one on the block.
And all right, there you go. I mean,
Can
it's
you
like
imagine
one of
if
those...
they make Declan great again?
Oh Jesus!
So,
they already did because they announced
they're talking about a Titan.
It is fucking criminal how underexploited Declan is currently.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Every time I look
It's
at
so
that
sad.
plan,
It's so sad
I
how
die on one
underused
side.
it is up there.
They already announced the fucking structure thing with the fact that they're gonna make them faction citadels, and it's like, oh my god, every fucking location that's got like, you know, their own outpost like anchored there is just gonna be like a fucking target because everyone's gonna get their hands on like the faction outposts or the faction fortizars essentially.
That is absolutely a great motherfucking transition.
It's fucking hilarious. Like they literally
talked about faction citadels, right? And how these are going to be able to be built.
Rigs.
Yeah.
Be able to be built out of existing stations, right? So it's kind of like a conversion feature, right? If you want your shit to like be a faction fucking citadel, convert it over.
But however, does the conversion require you to destroy the outpost in some way or build on top of it?
I think that's like somehow somebody said something that alluded to that way, and that you're going to be able to build these things. But I think they misspoke because what Fozzie was talking about in the structures was that they are just going to do a thing where, you know, it's going to be this kind of outpost, you know, at a certain time, and then it's going to have these faction rigs on it. And if you want to move it, you got to destroy the faction rigs. And that was like their idea on how this is going to go forward. Now, when it comes to manufacturing, maybe they have plans for that too, but I don't think so. It didn't sound like it.
I mean, it's like an option, but in the end, it's not really going to be an option, right? Because these stations are going to be
because you got this one chance to, you know, like get the materials if that's the way that
they already announced that they're
it's like being voluntold to do something.
Yeah, they said they're not going to do this ever again. You're going to get these faction citadels. It's going to be a one-time thing. And I'm like, oh my God. Most people are thinking like in the short term, I'm like, fuck, what are these going to
short-term content
more than 5 years?
Probably going to get crazy.
Oh my God.
Hey,
Provy's going to be this fucking stomping ground, man. Everyone's going to be like, I'm going to grab his
time to invade Provy.
Hey, is this going to be the thing that gives Grath Tulkin the incentive to go ahead and raise Providence to the ground?
This might be it.
Again, I'm just going to point that out. It'll be raised probably to the ground.
Oh my God. No, it's not just Provy. Have you seen how many structures are in Declan? They have a shitload up there too. Like, it's going to be fucking hilarious. Anyone who's got a shitload of
Declan, the fucking drone regions.
McGrath's got something personal with Provy, though.
All I know is it's going to be fucking hilarious, Scum, when they actually implement this.
We got a few months before this happens.
My shot too heavy, so you know what? CCP 20-year shot.
Damn.
Yep. Hilmar wants a shot. He told me, he literally fucking did not tell me that he was coming to E Vegas this year.
Oh yeah.
Raise my Icelandic drink. A shot.
Well, that was like really a big fucking like Tito shot. That fucking Tito's glass. It's so big. It's like a mini rocks glass.
Did you know that Hilmar is on his first FanFest pub crawl tonight?
That's bad. God. And that is something that we should have known from a qualitative standpoint, that Hilmar has never been on a pub crawl.
Yeah,
You know
and basically
that's like the
he said that-
pussification. The pussification of CCP.
Noisy.
Huh?
Yeah, it was basically he said that since he's not going to be presenting tomorrow, that he can go ahead and get drunk tonight.
That's fair enough.
Wait, who said that?
I mean, as the
Elmar?
director of bad
Oh.
decisions of the Imperium, why the fuck wouldn't you just get drunk anyways?
Wait.
Really?
Wait, is that your actual role?
It's my unofficial title, but yes.
Nice.
Mittens has unironically been like, well, I can't go clubbing without my director of bad decisions to me before, so.
Nice.
All I know is Vegas. I'm looking forward to Vegas. Derek, are you looking
Same.
forward to Vegas?
I'm looking forward to Vegas. Wait,
I'm gonna
isn't
tell you-
don't the tickets go on sale this Saturday?
Out there right now, I may do it when I remember at the end of the fucking show, but I doubt it. So look,
Dude, Vegas
t-
is the American
tomorrow.
fan. Vegas
It is.
the American fan
It
fest.
is. But tomorrow is when the fucking announcement will be open about Vegas. That means that the fucking early bird tickets, all that shit that is motherfucking as cheap as it will get, will happen tomorrow.
You got to be
okay?
so fast on this shit. I remember last year, Dirk.
No, you do not have to be fucking like, oh my god, I'm a goddamn fucking like Wyatt Earp sharpshooter.
No, you
okay?
do, because last year you
No,
sent
you
me a.
don't.
No, you do. Let me tell you why. Because
I just need to wake you up before like fucking Idaho time.
No.
Okay,
Last year you
relax.
sent me a direct message
wake
on.
up.
You sent me a direct message on Twitter. You're like, hey, Vegas tickets just went on sale for the early bird. You should get yours. I logged in 5 minutes later,
I
and
thank
the
you for your
the first two
non-racist
price. The
my
first
alert to you.
No. I saw the time you sent the tweet, and I'm like, oh, that was 6 minutes ago. And I logged in. So 6 minutes after the first two
There's
price.
there's
Wait.
actually a part of me-
The first two
there's actually
price
a part of me that
brackets were
wants to,
already
like,
filled
fucking
up.
Rally on this shit.
So
about
I'm just gonna throw something out here. Porkbot in chat has a very great point. Specifically, don't actually buy a ticket and just get drunk with people. Like this is gonna be the third year in a row where I'm not gonna buy.
Isn't that what he did last year?
I am going to be completely
so.
motherfucking.
I like
open
seeing the
comms
presentations,
honest
though.
right now. I'm gonna be honest. I
They give
am
you
not
bagels
gonna
there.
fucking roll. Bagels and water, right?
Yeah, well,
It's
yeah.
like a fucking concentration camp. But whatever.
They give
All right.
water in those?
I'm gonna be completely fucking honest, all right? Whatever hotel we're at, get your fucking room first. Get your fucking flight first. Everything after that, we will tell you where we're gonna be and fucking hang out and drink and all that kind of fucking shit. Matterall.
Although-
Matterall, help me.
What? With what? Yeah, what?
Why?
Huh? Yeah.
Why are you letting me hang out here like a fucking Eve?
Marshmallow, you're obviously not going to the right Eve mates. Just saying.
No, I'm sorry. I was just looking and marveling at how many guys you got in here. This is a full show. There's like
No, it is
12
because you
people
know what?
in here.
This is maybe what open comms always should have been. However, Vegas.
You know, I'm just. Oh, good.
For anybody who fucking knows, Vegas is our shit, right?
Yeah.
All
that's
these other things that we go to, like
the bread and butter.
Eve Northeast, was just coming up in July. Totally fun fucking time. But Vegas is our shit. We are totally willing to fucking outprice, outpay, and fucking outplay all those fucking people that go out there that goddamn Icelandic Isle. It's like, fuck them. We will kick their ass with fucking tomahawks on any goddamn fucking
Oh my
day.
god!
I threw tomahawks in.
Is that because of today?
Also, let's just take a moment to appreciate how awful their idea of a fucking bar crawl was last year.
It was bad.
Like,
I didn't even
alright,
go.
so,
That was the first. That was the first.
We're not
doing
doing
the
the
bar crawl
I'm
now. We're not
gonna
doing
give
the
him.
bar
I'm gonna
crawl
give him
now.
props for that. I'm gonna
Wait,
say,
I-
hey, it was good effort. Good
was-
job.
It
Did a
was the
good
first
job on
pub crawl I did not go on.
Their bar
Hey,
crawls
hey.
in Vegas fucking suck. Fuck them. If those people out in goddamn Iceland are not at pinball machines or checkerboards, fuck them. Okay.
No, I like it. I like
No,
it.
Yeah,
bullshit.
Hey,
Bullshit.
hey, Dirk.
Bullshit.
Hey, Dirk.
Bullshit.
You want
we
me
want
to
go
make
to
you
goddamn
really jealous?
downtown, walk around, motherfucking walk
The
around.
first pub
Shot,
crawl was
please.
the
You
best.
want me to make you really jealous, Dirk?
Noisy. Yeah, go.
They wound up in a bar where you can smoke.
What?
I can
wind
up in my
standard in
bedroom
Vegas as
where I
far
can
as I
smoke.
tell.
Yeah, all the pub crawl groups wound
You
up
can smoke in the
a
Heart Bar.
and you can smoke in it.
You can smoke in the Heart Bar.
I'm gonna tell you
We're
right
not
now.
gonna be there next
3
year.
hours
Not
three
gonna be
hours
there.
later, I'm lighting up in fucking Iceland and going, "What are you gonna do? Lock me up for 27 minutes?"
By the way,
No,
somebody
just
just
for 600
asked.
seconds.
Somebody just asked, "Where do I keep Lady Scarlet?" And she will be on tomorrow's Talking in Stations show. First time she will make an appearance. I think it'll just be
shit.
voice, but she'll be the guest. We're going to talk about Bob and what it was like.
Lady Scarlet, Bob, the Rental Empire.
Yep. And other things too.
And I was
Are you
just
gonna
going to say
talk about-
really
are you
quick.
Are you
talk about how
asking
what
me to
she's
show
gonna
up for
do?
that? I'm not gonna wake up for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
I
and
am
are you
not
gonna
gonna
ask
wake
for-
up for that. That is so
I
early. that-
also am not going to wake up for that.
all right, I told
it's 8
Carnos I have a
a.m.
rule of thumb. If it is not double digits, I'm not waking up for it in the morning.
It's double digits on the East Coast.
I'm not on the East Coast. I am on Mountain Time Zone. I'm the lowest priority. But
I didn't understand that Eve players won't wake up before 10 a.m. You're not the only one. There's a lot of people who are like, I'm not up that early. I'm not up that early.
No,
And I
if it is not 10 a.m., I'm gonna make sure my hands are like physical. If it is not 10 a.m. for my time, I am not waking up for that on Saturday morning. Like I'm gonna sleep in. I'm sorry, man, but
it's
that
fine.
is awesome. I will listen to it. I will hear the recording afterwards. But yeah, I would love to be on that. But fuck, man, that is early. I'm gonna get fucked up tonight.
But Vegas, Solon. Honestly, Vegas.
Are you
I'll
going
be
again?
there. You know, I'll be there. That's only a 5-hour drive. You know, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, you lucky bastard.
What is
Yeah, I
it? 5
know,
from
it's-
your place?
Really?
Drayden?
I mean,
Yeah, it's only a
No,
5-hour
it's not
drive.
5 for me. It's like a 15-hour drive if I were to drive down there.
obviously, he
it's
lives in
5.
Salt Lake City.
All those
And
regions
he's like,
blend
he's like,
together.
fuck it, my
Well, it's
shit's
like
in
a lot of
Vegas.
people are like, oh, Idaho's not that. It's like, well, Boise would be closer, but I'm like, Boise's like a 6-hour, 7-hour drive from where I'm at, like south.
Yeah, you're up
I'm,
in white supremacist
I'm like
territory. We understand.
Drayden is almost a whole the whole span of Europe.
No, I've
I'm
already.
like an hour and a half from Canada.
I've already told my girlfriend. I was like, no, this is happening. This is the
Nice.
date Wednesday. Good. So we've already planned it out. That's when it's happening for Vegas. We're gonna be down there.
It's like a 10-hour.
nice.
It's like a
It's the
10-hour
shit,
drive for
isn't
me.
it?
But
It is the
No,
best.
Eve, no, they talked about last year. Eve Vegas is actually encroaching on FanFest for total popularity.
Wow.
Because the fact that so many people are
because
attending.
people want to build a wall and be like, you know what? If you want to come party here, fucking roll your ass over the fucking wall and come party in the place that actually fucking matters. Except that I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody for Eve Vegas, I have sadly fucking heard they are changing it this year.
No.
Yeah.
I have heard this. This has not been confirmed. Tomorrow morning, I think it's tomorrow morning, East Coast time, anyways. All right, they're gonna be releasing the fucking date of Eve Vegas, as well as Eve Fan Fest 2018. Both of which will be released at the same time. All right. You should not care about fucking FanFest, right? People will fucking find a room in goddamn fucking Volcano Land, all right?
You're so competitive.
Vegas, on the other hand, is coming up later this year. And they're going to release this fucking shit tomorrow. So wake the fuck up. I don't care if you have to wake up to listen to fucking Lady Scarlet or whatever the fuck it is.
Well,
right?
you should.
Fucking wake. You should wake up for that because we're going to talk about like this, but in a more sensible manner. Right? Tomorrow, they will release the fucking dates and times of fucking like, Eve FanFest America. I'm sorry, Vegas.
Amerifest.
And get your fucking buy-in early. This is no fucking joke. We pimped this shit the last multiple fucking years. All right. Yeah. Buy your shit early. Don't be a fucking dick. Don't be that fucking guy who says, I can't afford that shit in October. All right. Yeah. And this shit is going to happen in October. Pay up front.
Yeah. And that Theo was saying, like, when is Eve Vegas? The exact dates have differed because of the the shift in dates and all that stuff, but it's always the end of October.
Between now and Halloween. Can I roll that out to you?
No,
Can I fucking sneak that out to you with my fucking CSM privilege?
There's a more specific time. It's usually the last week. It's in the end of October. That is generally when eVegas has always been.
Yeah, and what's funny? They are kind of promoting eVegas because they're going to give battleships, Concord battleships, to people that go to FanFest and eVegas, not just FanFest.
Which is good.
You are literally
that
a piece
eVegas
of fucking
is
shit.
the American version of FanFest.
That was
you can buy the ship after people will get the ship from the event and then sell it in the game. You can buy the ship.
Yeah, you can buy the ship.
You can't buy the event with ISK.
You can't buy the fucking hanging out with Matterall.
Delta or they don't take
I'll pour you a drink. Come to my bar.
Planet Hollywood doesn't take
You can't buy that shit as a fucking ship skin.
I don't know how many tickets you're gonna sell with that, especially lately.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay.
I didn't mean
people
you
that
selling
want to go and fucking party. Okay.
No, I know what you mean,
Matterall.
No,
hey, Dirk. I think last year they opened up buying eVegas tickets on site in FanFest first before they let everybody else start buying.
Oh, interesting.
That's only for the people that will actually work their fucking thumbs in the goddamn Harpa. Okay, we know that the people that go to that shit up there in fucking Iceland, okay, will not get in the fucking early fucking bird rate. I'm gonna tell you right now, just fucking wake up on fucking Saturday, buy your goddamn tickets, then go out to your fucking flight tickets and see, well, how do I fly into this?
You gotta figure out how to get Aerox and Marshmallow there.
Yes.
I would love to be Aerox and Marsha. I would love to get more fucking Europeans to this. I absolutely fucking would.
It's pretty expensive for them, though. I mean, they got to fly across the whole fucking ocean.
They won't do it. They won't do it. Part of them won't get home. They won't get here because of all the shit Trump's doing.
They can fly over the fence.
But I thought the ban was from Middle Eastern areas, but Sudicon's calling for shots, let's do a shot.
It's kind of a destination place. I'm not necessarily pimping it, but I am saying it's
bullshit, Matterall. Because right now you're sitting at fucking home. You're sitting at home, fucking.
He's not at home. He's at the office.
Well, he's not
at home.
When I say at home, I mean the borders. Okay, number one, that motherfucker will be there next year. Okay, Matterall will be there next year. All of us literally right now on fucking screen, except that goddamn guy from Canada, will fucking be there next year.
I can't go.
Because this is how we fucking roll. Okay. Vegas is the real deal. For those of you right now who are literally pussying out by the fact that you're in a fucking Icelandic fucking, I wish I could call this a hotel room. Look. Come to Vegas. Vegas is going to be massive, crazy shit this year. I'm disappointed because it's not going to be at Planet Hollywood. However, it is going to be at a fucking hotel where we
Planet Hollywood is a
Oh my god, that is a leak. That is a leak, people. It is not going to be at Planet Hollywood, as far as I know.
Everyone knows.
Whoa, really?
Even I know that.
No, I know.
It's always been there.
We are still going to have a good fucking time and party and fucking have next year. Next year, the Open Com show at fucking Vegas will be way bigger than this past year. I swear to God, I'll give out fucking. I'm not going to give out cheeseburgers, but
this year. You mean this year? Next year, we're going to Amsterdam.
There's In-N-Out. There's In-N-Out in Las Vegas. You can give out cheeseburgers. That'd be great.
I've never been In-N-Out.
Next year, Easter Open Comms will be fucking cool.
Destructive Influence will be there. We'll have guys there, including Lady Scarlet will make another appearance. So if you wanted to meet her, you could. Somebody's
pretty cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. Super veteran of the game.
Dirk, I just want to like bring something to your attention here. You're being like super racist right now, right? And what I mean is that you're like, we want Europeans to come there, but what about the Australians, man? Like, you know,
we love Aussies. Well, Dirk
what are you talking about? We fucking love Aussies.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Me and Judge partied it up last year.
I thought Aerox was from Australia.
Dirk is a little bit forgetful right now. I can say that because he's not there, so he won't.
He forgot to sit down.
He won't put me in the gimp suit and beat me in my cage. But no, we love Aussies. We like, hey, the judges come out. Fucking Bam Stoker is my favorite fucking Aussie. Bam Stoker is the fucking man.
Fucking Aussie you can name is Bam Stoker.
Second.
I said the judge.
You're worthless.
I said the judge, and there's also that other dude that was Aussie that was there. Larrikin's Aussie.
So bad. Larrikin. Logibro.
Logibro's Aussie.
Fucking Otto, who is Aussie, but is like, you know what? Look,
wait, is it Aussie or Aussie?
Teach people how to speak.
It's Aussie. No.
Oh, that I was right. Yeah, fuck you, Dirk.
You're like half of the Aussies in my corp I've directed. Just saying.
It's S's, but it's a Z, man.
Faulty 7 is Australian.
Happy birthday, Faulty!
Happy birthday, Faulty!
How many birthdays has that motherfucker had?
He has 365 a year. 366 on a leap year.
I'll hold on. Let me see if I can channel Faulty 7 onto the Open Com show.
Oh, fucking Faulty! Remember that time we went?
I'm ready for the fuck you wall.
Birthday?
All I know is,
but what I am going to say is,
I'm looking forward to E-Vegas so we can have another open mouth kiss from Dirk. Because that's
that
wasn't. I'm choosing a different guy this year. I will not open mouth kiss the same guy this year.
Pearl's off.
Fucking Pearl.
Hold on.
Dude, he did it on stream.
It wasn't even an open mouth kiss. It was literally just like
on stream. I did it on stream.
No, it wasn't even on stream. It was literally just. It wasn't even kissing. It was just like tongue gymnastics, is what it was.
It
was so bad.
But like 3 gold medals. Like China's got nothing on you and Pearl's tongue right now.
We can't do that this year. However, what I'm going to say is this. Even by the fact that we are moving hotels, which I know that we are, and if they will surprise me. Tomorrow, people, tomorrow on Saturday, this is when the tickets open up, right? The only thing that fucking matters is you get a fucking flight and a room. That's all that fucking matters. Everything else is party from there on out. All right? Whatever they decide with the pub crawl, okay? Hopefully next year we don't do fucking pinball machines or fucking arcade.
They go back. Don't like that shit?
Fucking,
oh man,
or fucking sad ass, or fucking sad ass shit like that. When you look at the pictures.
I'll tell you right now, that was like inside information that CCP loves pinball machines because they got them all over their office right now.
Oh yeah, they love pinball machines.
They love
because I'm gonna tell you right now, when they were out in a fucking pub crawl tonight in Iceland, okay, in their motherfucking
they went bar to bar like an actual pub crawl.
Goat cheeks and shit. Okay, nobody up there fucking had a checkers board. Nobody had fucking like, oh shit, we're at the fucking historical museum of playing checkers. Okay. They did not have that shit. They had, let's go out to fucking cobblestone street with snow on it. Can you walk this shit and get a fucking, like, beer at this fucking bar? They bullshitted us in fucking America because some dick fucking had a hard-on for, oh shit, I wish Asteroids was played here.
Asteroids.
That's not a pinball.
You have literally silenced us with that monologue.
I'm sorry. That was some bullshit that tried to happen 2 years ago and it didn't. It failed, and we were all happy for it. And last year it happened, and I swear to God, it was literally the fucking game of lamos.
I hope they learned their lesson from last year. Like the first pub crawl we did in Vegas, which was 3 years ago. That was fun. The one we went on the high roller and shit, like we went bar to bar to bar to bar. You get a free drink at each one. You can buy more drinks if you want. We hung out for like 10, 20 minutes, went to the next bar. A real pub crawl. It was fun. The second year, I didn't think it was as good, but like we went to the Fremont Street and like you went to different bars. Like you went to the Atomic Bar, which was it's actually in Fallout New Vegas. There's a broken down thing of the Atomic Bar. That's actually the Atomic Bar in Vegas. You went, and so you went there. We all hung out, got drinks. Then you took a party bus to another spot. You got some drinks. Then you took one of those like pedal. It's like a counter like bike thing where you all just sit there. You can like drink while you're pedaling down the road, and you go to the next. It was okay. It wasn't bad, but the first year was the best. The second year was okay, and last year I had no interest in playing pinball, and I didn't even.
All of this shit should be based on destination, right? Where are you?
Right. I love
Vegas, you want to see either the fucking top down, right? The fucking top of the buildings down and be like, we're up in the high roller. Or you want to be out there fucking partying like a fucking rock star. That is what a pub crawl should fucking be. Are we grinding through fucking Vegas?
Eve
and
Onion News subscribed.
Do we feel like we are fucking like, breaking the fucking backbone of this town by fucking grinding through local bars?
Hold on. Eve Onion News.
There were a couple of years where I think they totally did that. The last 2 years where they tried to throw out this fucking pinball and arcade shit, it's like whoever the fucking high motherfucker was that was like responsible for that shit, it's like, please, look, I love you. I love you from a fucking CCP perspective. Don't make my asteroids explode.
All right, so I'm gonna do a shot.
Stop fucking with this goddamn shit. Stop fucking with what a pub crawl means.
It's shot time. Eve Onion News subscribed. Thanks for the sub. Nice. I'm actually impressed. I never would have thought that Eve Onion News would actually subscribe to our show.
Do you know who that guy is? I mean, honestly.
I don't actually understand. I don't understand a pub crawl. You guys are experts. I don't know if I would even.
Are we?
Yeah, you guys are. You're expert at.
Oh my
god!
I'm
surviving them, Drayden.
I don't understand the burrito, but you
go to a fucking bar. It's really easy.
I never would have thought to be called experts, but I will accept the title.
Well, I will say that you start them. I don't know if you finish them, but you.
I finished them.
Damn.
You ended up at
You
the
know what they
hospital.
say about an expert, though?
Well, I may have, yeah, but who doesn't?
I think just
well, everyone ends up in the hospital at some point.
Wisconsin, basically a professional here.
I heard that you were like carried to the emergency room or something.
Well, no, I'm sure I was wheeled. I don't think I was wheeled by a gurney, so I was not carried.
Yeah, and then this year you were caught wandering the mall.
Tito's bottles just fought me.
I was wandering the mall last year. That was the least incident filled Eve Vegas I've ever had.
You were caught like blocks away wandering a mall.
Not blocks away. I was in the Miracle. I was in the Miracle Mile of.
Far.
Well, I was
those
okay.
Places are huge.
So there's the hotel, and then you have the Mile area, the Miracle Mile, which is the big shopping center around the hotel. And I was lost in the shopping center trying to find my hotel room. But that, just simply being lost, knowing that I could find someone to show me the way. If that is the worst situation I'm in, that is perfectly fine. That was the least eventful Vegas I've ever had.
The worst night in your E-Vegas
I'm gonna grab another beer and then I'm gonna tell fucking story time. All right?
Yeah.
That's cool. Literally, the worst night in your E-Vegas career was I'm stuck at a Mexican bar in the middle of this fake outside mall with Dirk's wife, while Dirk walks way around the fucking outside of the fucking border fence to get back to his room.
Wait, why are you talking
Fuck,
about
man, I wish that was the worst story I had from E-Vegas.
The best part
because when I left Drayden that night, him and my wife were sipping margaritas, eating burritos, okay? And I was like, you know what? I laid my head on the table and said, I gotta go.
Yeah, you did actually. And then the funny is you're like, I have to go. I was like, Dirk's gotta puke was my first thought. And like you started walking in a direction. I was like, I waited and you got out of like, you just kept walking outside. Looked at
And that's
Kate.
how much you. That comes down to Eve Trust, people.
Yeah.
I'm doing a shot for her right now. Eve Trust.
Eve Trust. But I stopped and I looked, and after a few seconds, hold on.
Wife got home relatively safe that night.
Yeah. But like, I waited a while, and then I stopped and looked back at Kate, and I was like, he's going the wrong way. Like,
exactly.
Oh my God,
I went the mile and a half way, not the miracle half mile way.
Like the entrance to the casino or to the hotel was like 100 yards to the right, and you went left. And I'm like, he's got a giant fucking lap to go before he gets back to the hotel.
And that's why you guys are both still in debt to make me walk that night. You have no idea how much I had to pee when I fucking got to the like should have been my elevator, but it wasn't.
Well,
it was like, I had to go pee at that fucking margarita joint.
Oh yeah, that place. Well, I was saying, I was like, he's going the wrong way, and she like looked, and she's like, he'll be all right.
And right now, we're making Matterall be like, where the fuck was I like during all this? Yeah. It's like margarita joint, Mexican restaurant. You know, it's like Matterall is like.
Okay.
Why was I not a part of Dirk's first fucking year in Vegas?
I heard from my relatives what happened. Oh, hey, your friend Dirk, you got to get him out of here. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, fucking Eve Vegas is much the better party. It is like so fucking outstanding.
So speaking of outstanding times at Eve Vegas.
All right, but okay. So
let him roll. Let him roll.
Yeah, roll the story.
All right, so this is my fucking Friday at fucking Eve Vegas last year. I get on a fucking plane in Madison at like fucking 10 a.m. in the morning. I'd already started drinking because fuck flying sober. And at my fucking I don't remember where my fucking stopover was, but like get a beer and a shot there. Fucking hop a cab to Planet Hollywood. So I get to fucking Heart Bar to meet up with the dude I was staying with. Run into goons, like luggage still in hand, and suddenly 3 fucking drinks were in front of me.
Yeah, because you were staying with a dude from Goons who was gonna bang you by morning.
That was actually Sunday night, but we'll move on. The actual reason there were 3 drinks in front of me is because people know I like to drink, and they like to see that shit happen. Because I mean, fucking drinking with me is a goddamn blast. Anyways, so I finally meet dude, drop my shit, fucking crack open the bottle of whiskey, because I mean, when you're the director of Bad Decisions, you got to go hard. So from here, I hang out in the Heart Bar for a while, and then we go for our fucking Fremont roam. And from here, this is basically all secondhand, because this is about where I blacked out. Like, the last thing I remembered was getting on the party bus. And Marshmallow, yes, I am a very chill streamer. But anyways, so I last about 30 minutes on fucking Fremont before I am just absolutely fucking blackout, goddamn stumbling wasted. A goon hero fucking pills me like a puppy with some fucking Adderall to get me fucking vertical again. Because I was literally stumbling into people. Fucking Bromander Data and HVAC Repairman fucking dragged me to a fucking McDonald's and literally force feed me burgers. I've seen the pictures. It was beautiful.
I've never seen so many lines of fucking Adderall. Adderall. It's like, seriously, people, where are people coming up with lines of Adderall?
I mean, yikes. I have a script for it because I'm ADD as fuck.
I know, but like
whatever.
Lines. It's not like a pill of Adderall. Lines of Adderall, like,
well,
they just fucking work.
Dirk, all you need is a razor for that.
Yeah, or just
I'm not saying how do you make them.
Anyways.
It's just like, goddamn.
So the story only gets worse from here.
Really?
So in the McDonald's, I started hitting on a fucking Marine's girlfriend in front of him, and he was literally ready to fight me, but then he realized that fucking Bromander and HVAC, who are two pretty big dudes, were willing to throw down, so he kind of backed off. So at this point,
HVAC literally does not want to get up from his chair. Any of you who run against HVAC out in fucking Vegas, he does not want to get up. He like literally doesn't want to like fucking like rise up and like put like friction on his knees. He doesn't.
I don't blame him. He's a big dude.
He is. You know, it's like if he actually gets vertical.
So after both of them have gotten me out of this fight, which I would have totally lost because I was absolutely fucking shit-canned, I realized that I need to go to the bathroom. Now, problem, there is not a bathroom in this McDonald's. So, after about 10 minutes...
Yeah, it's Vegas, bro.
Vegas rules.
They realize, where the fuck is Dodd? And they, like, call out for help in the fucking telegram. Be like, yo, has anybody seen Dodd? And a
where
little
the fuck is
manhunt
Dodd?
to find me happens. Like, they find me in a fucking casino somewhere, and I'm either, like, too drunk or just completely belligerent and unwilling to follow them. And they literally, like, fucking pin me, throw me in a cab. I wake up in the next morning in my fucking hotel room with absolutely no fucking idea how I got there. And I spent literally the next fucking, like, 18 hours playing my own fucking unfunny, shitty version of The Hangover, trying to figure out what the fuck happened last night.
I've done that, although I didn't wake up in the hotel room. I woke up in the hospital wing and tried to figure out how I got there.
So the
medical
really,
hotel.
Really terrifying
I tell the story of how it happened, and I only know it because I've asked enough people. They told me what happened.
Yeah, they told you what happened. You're dying. Do not let your dying friend get taken out in a stretcher. Just hold him in the hallway.
Yeah, well, because like this is like honestly like with that whole story, I tell the story, but
actually,
it's like
don't do that.
I tell the story, but it's like what I actually remember is like this is what I remember. I got to the goon suite, and like two giant bouncers look at me, and they're like, I was like, I'm cool. I'm with Dirk. I just walk. I don't even stop. I just literally keep walking. I'm like, I'm with Dirk, and just keep walking by them. I'm like, cool. They didn't stop me. Nice.
I totally did not fucking vet him in.
No, he didn't. But they just like looked at me. Like they didn't stop me. But and so like literally, I remember I got there.
I had my wife.
I had my wife.
I got my wife in, right? It's
well,
like,
maybe.
The guy
this is before they did the black card thing.
My wife was like some guy.
But anyway, so I got there and I was like, I brought a bottle of Jaeger, and I went. I was like, where's the booze go? And they're like in the kitchen. So I walked to the kitchen. And I'm like, set it down. I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of booze here. I'm like, who's doing a shot of Jaeger with me? And Blarf McTaggart was there.
And then Dirk showed up.
Well, yeah, Blarf was there. I remember I did a shot of Jaeger with Blarf, and then I started walking back into the general room.
Which year was this?
This was 3 Vegases ago.
That year that you were sitting on the fucking couch in the left of the room.
This was the Vegas that we
were
did
all sitting there going, "What? Like, why is Matani freaking the fuck out?"
Yeah, this was the year in Vegas where the pub crawl had the high roller in it. So 3 Vegases ago.
So not the year with the SWAT team.
No, not well. It was the year that party got. Wait, that party got broken up.
SWAT team.
That party got broken up, so it might have been that year. But anyway, so I remember walking.
I was at that party. It did not get broken up.
Not there.
It got called off. I was at that party.
Blarf was.
Saturday night was the SWAT team. Sunday was the what the fuck are we doing night?
This was this was Saturday night. So, because I remember it was after the Chateau party. But anyway, so. I remember walking out to the main room, and then that's where my memory cuts off, and then my memory regains at, like, waking up with an IV in my arm in the hospital. So I had to piece together the story from Laz told me a bit where he saw me getting way too fucking drunk and had to feed me water and all this stuff, and I talked to a few other people that saw me. So I kind of pieced the story together from various other stories and then just kind of went with it from there. I don't remember a SWAT team. If there was a SWAT team, I don't. Although I did hear that party got broken up because they set the mattress on fire. Someone shit in a bidet.
The SWAT team had gotten called and then stood down because our fucking door guy was buddies with LVPD.
Because he literally is fucking buddies with LVPD.
Like, I'm pretty sure Victor at least was in chat.
Fucking Victor is like, that guy. Move on.
Because I still have not had to deal with a SWAT team, and I'm thankful that that is the case. Literally because of him.
You see, like, I really, really, really want to come to Vegas this year, but like, you guys are like making it sound like I'm gonna die, and I'm Australian.
No, you won't die. No, you won't die because you're Australian. You're tougher than everyone else.
You're gonna reach that point right before dying, and you're gonna be like, "Oh shit, fucking Eve is the fucking greatest game I've ever paid a subscription for."
Miss Country's calling for shots, so it's shot time.
So, oh my god,
how do you
totally
know,
fucking is.
How do you know it's actually a miss?
Because
Mr. Country fucking died back in like November.
My plan was to essentially get there, find Jay McClane, and then like just chain myself to his fucking waist and be like, "This motherfucker will save me."
Jay McClane is really good at keeping after people. I actually Las Vegas last year I roomed up with Jay McClane, and although he didn't keep me from getting lost in the hotel, but shots time.
Use the Aussie.
So I'm getting messaged right now from the judge, and he's saying like,
"Is he awake?"
He's
literally awake.
Yeah, he's awake. And he sent me a picture of goons stealing the CO2 flag from the, I guess, from the Harpa. And he's like,
that happened.
What?
Yeah, and he's like, try to defend this behavior, because I was complaining about.
I will. They're fucking traitors.
Traitor bitches.
No. But
quite honestly, I mean, seriously, Matterall, even you who are goon apologists. It's like
doing apologists.
Out for
they
fairness.
They traded the fuck out of that shit 1 year ago today.
I am about fairness. It's got nothing to do with what side it is. If you look at any of the writing, it's consistent. I look out for unfair behavior, and that's what I was pointing out earlier. What were you talking about?
However, 1 year ago today, they literally fucking like threw over their like. I don't want to say 1 year ago today because Eve like time is real time, but like MTech Go this time last year like got thrown over because some motherfucker like made a deal.
Look, when goons were going after I Want ISK and using Reddit to do it, I pointed that out as bullshit. They hate Reddit 1 minute, and then when they use it to go after I Want ISK, I pointed that out. That was like,
I'll be the first to admit I hate fucking Reddit.
Yeah, well, I
everybody on Reddit hates Reddit until they don't hate Reddit and they post on Reddit.
I uniformly hate Reddit. I hate Reddit. That's uniform. I have never had a good opinion about Reddit.
We'll keep it that way.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Continue.
But Matterall, go.
Well, the point is that it's not about. It was about fairness, not fairness. It was actually Otto and I talked about this. I won't.
Do you want to talk about fairness, Matt?
No, but the point.
I mean, what about FanFest, Matterall? About FanFest, like, do you believe that the goons were fucking trolled out about like how they had the most people at FanFest, or like, what about that?
But I'm happy to talk about it, Matterall, if you... Oh, look! I channeled 47 for you, Dirk. Drag him in.
Oh, I'm going to drag him.
It's Faulty.
Yeah,
Faulty! Happy fucking birthday!
Wow.
Shut up, all you side people. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy You sing a slow happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday shots for
Fault to
Faulty.
you, goddamn motherfucker. Happy birthday, having Eve, motherfucker.
Otto, I hate. And what the fuck?
You're welcome, buddy.
Also, just going to throw it out here. Aquinas Protocol here has a really good point. CCP should really not be posting on the Reddit that they have no fucking control of. Just saying.
Yeah,
Like, they shouldn't
I know.
fucking
Number
be
one,
honest here.
anybody on Reddit they have no control of should not be posting threads on Reddit they have no control of.
Well, the idea that we talked about, and I think actually I got a lot of wisdom today from in different directions. One was Otto saying it's really not about. Okay, so what happened real quick is that if you look at the first day, they introduced, like who's from high sec, who's from low sec, yay, nay, whatever. Then they said, okay, who brought the most amount of people? Last year it was Pandemic Legion, a little bit of, Array, whatever. And it's like, and this year it's, you guys guess. And they guessed or whatever. And
fucking goons!
Yeah. And then they said, it's the alliance we all love, Goonswarm. And then there was a lot of mixed reactions, right? But I thought that was a little bit, I thought it was a freelanced comment from the player. What's its name?
Manic Velocity.
Manic Velocity. I thought it was a freelanced comment, kind of off the cuff. Maybe I think he indicates that it was talked about before on how they would introduce them, which makes it even worse. I don't, if CCP was like, yeah, introduce it this way. And because what I thought that did is invite objections. And so you have the most amount of people from a certain place in the arena with you, and everybody's like cheering for whoever. And the very first time their name comes up, it's kind of an invitation because of the sarcasm to boo them, And so I thought that was like, you know what? If you're going to be up there representing the company, you got to kind of stay out of the politics, I think.
The company is the politics.
Well, wasn't Manic just Manic isn't part of the game?
Is not CCP is not a part of the politics. They're outside the politics. We're part of the politics.
Eve is politics.
Yeah, Manic.
The players are politics, not the company.
And Manic is a player.
Okay, but he's up there not as he's up there as a host.
Representing the players.
All right. If you want to I disagree with that. I think he's representing I think he's representing the brand. I think he's representing the brand, and that's why I took offense. If you're going to go up there and you're going to be...
He's representing players that stream.
No, he didn't go up there as a representative. No, he didn't go up there saying I'm a streamer. He went up there as a host. When you're a host, you're part of the organization that's projecting itself out. It's not that he went up there and said, I'm a streamer. He's the host. I'm a streamer. That's not what happened.
Well, I thought they might have introduced this that way because I think we probably have trademarked Goonswarm Federation at this point, and they just can't say it. Just like you can't say Super Bowl on TV or something like that. Probably not on Twitch either. Whoops, my bad. The big game.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the point of it was I thought it was kind of a bad moment for the brand. I don't really care about Goonswarm getting booed or not. That's up to them. Their behavior sometimes merits it. Totally up to them. Do that if you want. But I figured that if you're going to be presenting, you kind of treat everybody the same. And so I thought he was kind of playing to the crowd, trying to bring them in, on his side, because there's, those are the people that he appeals to. I'm pretty sure he's not a fan of Goons, but I'm not sure.
Real quick,
Drayden, where are we at on time?
Yeah, I was just going to say we have a minute left, so we need to close it out.
Who is coming on after us right now?
It is
say your name.
Games Poner. Games Poner.
Can we kick her off because
no. Games Poner is coming on next, playing some. It's her community night, so she does community games. I think she plays games with the audience as well. So we gotta give it up. Actually, it's 8:00 right now, so we gotta close it like ASAP.
Oh. We need the big red boat this shit. How would we kick a bitch off if it didn't matter?
Shut the show. No. Let's see. Shut the show down.
We're not kicking her off. We can do
this.
It's her turn. It's her turn. she's ready to go.
Yeah, she's up next. God. We got to give the slot to her. We can do this on my channel if people want to go over there if we want to do that. But
like net. I mean, like, how would we ever fucking do this? I'm like, How will we kick somebody off?
You can't kick someone off. Girl. It's her slot. We gotta go. All right, so
man. See you later.
We're gonna close it out. Let's do a closing shot, and then we're out of here. Closing shot. We're out of here. Games Poner is up next. She's playing some community games. Last week, I actually joined in playing the games that she was playing.
Somebody put their tongue in Dirk's mouth.
These are fun games, guys. If you
Pearl, where are you?
Around.
Yeah, I joined.
It's a fun game.
Seriously,
stick around.
Fucking dick in the mouth works.
Oh. All right, so shots for the road, and we'll say later, bitches. Ooh, Dirk's getting one. Shots. All right, everyone say later, bitches, and we're out of here.
Later, bitches.
Later, bitches.
Later, bitches.
Next week's gonna be a new week.
Later,
Just giving you a heads up, early heads up.
Well, yeah.